In November 1910, 6 of the most powerful men in America boarded a private train car in New Jersey. The blinds were drawn, no last names were used. They told their families they were going on a duck hunting trip. They were lying. These men represented 1/4 of the entire world's wealth. Senator Nelson Aldrich, Abraham Piatt Andrew, the Assistant Secretary of the Treasury, Frank Vendrashiri Bang, Henry Davison J.P. Morgan, Charles Norton, President of the First National Bank of New York, and Paul Warburg, representing the Rothschild banking dynasty of Europe. Their destination was Jekyll Island, a private resort off the coast of Georgia, owned exclusively by millionaires. For Nina Theisbehaitor, these 6 men designed a financial system that would control the American economy for the next century and beyond. They called it the Federal Reserve. But here is what most people do not know. The Federal Reserve is not federal. It is not a government agency. It is a private banking system. And the men who created it made sure that the American public would never fully understand how it works. When the plan was first proposed to Congress, it was rejected. Americans did not trust big bankers controlling their money. So these men did something brilliant and terrifying. They repackaged the exact same plan under a different name, backed different politicians, and launched a public campaign to make it seem like the Federal Reserve would protect ordinary people from the very bankers who designed it. On December 23, 1913, while most of Congress was home for Christmas, the Federal Reserve Act was signed into law by President Woodrow Wilson. Years later, Wilson reportedly said, and I quote, "I am a most unhappy man. I have unwittingly ruined my country." Today, the Federal Reserve controls America's interest rates, prints its money, and influences every single financial decision that affects your daily life. And it all started with a secret train ride over 100 years ago that most Americans have never heard of. Welcome to Echo of Time, where we uncover the hidden moments that built the world you live in today. Every satisfying story you hear on this channel is backed by real documented history. Now here is what is truly fascinating about the Federal Reserve. Since its creation in 1913, the US dollar has lost over 96% of its purchasing power. A dollar in 1913 is worth about 3.5 cents today. The institution that was designed to stabilize the economy has overseen the Great Depression, the 2008 financial crisis, and the highest inflation rates in American history. The 6 men on that train built a system so powerful that no president, no Congress, and no public vote has ever been able to dismantle it. And the families behind those 6 men? Their descendants still sit on the boards of the largest financial institutions in the world. Some secrets are not buried in ancient tombs. Some secrets are hiding in plain sight, printed on every dollar bill in your wallet. If this story made you think differently about the money in your pocket, you are exactly the kind of person who belongs here. Follow Echo of Time, because history is not what they taught you in school. It is what they hoped you would never find out. Share this with someone who needs to hear the truth.